Step 1 in the SoilWorks program is our dry, water-soluble product, GSR Calcium. GSR Calcium contains only the active ingredient, with no inactive ingredients added. While this helps keep shipping costs low and saves you money, there are some key mixing tips to effectively applying this and other products to your soil. Whether you're applying the growing or dormant versions of GSR Calcium, it's important to note that GSR Calcium does not fully solubilize in water, but rather suspends in water. To improve the efficacy of the product, and because water quality is a variable to consider, GSR Calcium must be prepared first and on its own, in a clean tank free of any chemical residue and with clean water that is low in total dissolved solids and sodium. Never mix GSR Calcium with a chemical or high salt liquid fertilizer. Later, mixing an organic cane sugar or molasses that can form a weak bond with the calcium will help prevent it from reacting to and forming precipitates with any impurities that may be in the water. Preventing the formation of these precipitates is imperative, as they would settle to the bottom of the applicator tank and lower the efficacy of GSR Calcium. Again, mixing GSR Calcium first and with clean water is critical. In this example, the water-holding tank contains clean water from the hydrant, with a 2-inch gas pump pulling the water through to the mixing cone and out to the applicator tank. The temperature of the water should be 60 degrees or higher to help increase solubility of the dry products, particularly the organic sugar that will eventually be part of the slurry you'll be creating. It's important to keep this slurry of products moving throughout the process. GSR Calcium is packaged into a vacuum-sealed bag. By poking a small hole into the middle of the bag and lightly shaking the product to the bottom of the packaging will mean less mess when cutting open the top of the bag. Adding the product slowly into the mixing tank helps fully distribute the product as it solubilizes or suspends. When mixing counterclockwise, the particles are forced to the center of the vortex, down through the inductor cone and into the mixing tank or applicator. Before the simple sugar and soft rock are added to the mix, it's best to first turn off the water to the mixing cone and allow the GSR Calcium to mix on its own and transfer to the applicator tank. Once the GSR Calcium is fully transferred, restart the water jets into a counterclockwise direction and begin slowly adding the organic sugar. Do not use dextrose and do not use a sugar beet sugar. For the highest efficacy, use an organic pure cane sugar. The higher solubility of the DA phosphorus 753-2 and the tree and vine phosphorus 552-15 means those products can be mixed in the same way as the sugar. If you intend to mix the DA phosphorus with any chemical as an adjuvant, add the chemical first, then the sugar, then the DA phosphorus. The sugar is always a buffer in between products. If you'll be adding the micronized soft rock phosphate, it's important to do so slowly, as it is a dry, flowable powder. In particular, avoid being downwind to help limit the amount of dust from the MSR phosphate. Because these are all dry, water-soluble products, manual stirring when needed and incorporating a larger venturi are also recommended. Using a larger 3-inch venturi allows for more product to move through more quickly and ultimately solubilize much more easily as well.